I don't think so. I think that's our first through injury, suspension and form. Haven't been going too bad over the last couple of weeks, so no injuries, no suspensions, so give these guys another chance. Yeah, they're going well, the Tigers. They've threatened everyone and they've won games reasonably well. They were up there in the competition table before the result against us. So yeah, our boys played pretty well. We've still got a lot to do with the ball. We're still learning each other's games, I think, but defensively it's as good as we've defended for a long time. Yeah, just experience and getting us around the field and knowing how to win tight battles in tight situations. I think that you'll see the way that you generally pick your side, and most sides are picked. You can't replace experience. Those guys that have been there and done it, and when the game's there to be won, they do the job. Yeah, he went really well. He came off the bench and made a huge change to the momentum of the game. Did a real good job, has been doing everything asked of him, so we'll make a decision when we get down there, but yeah, he did well for us last week. Yeah, it's again, we've had a few guys come in that boat. He had a horrendous injury there, not last year, the year before, and probably took him most of last year to get over it, so he's had another off season and got his chance the other night and he took it. Yeah, I think like anything, they need time together. You don't want to be losing games while you're giving them that time, so it was nice to scratch away a win the other night. If we can back it up this week, they're going to be better for the run. Yeah, it was good. It sort of coincided. He bears a pretty big responsibility when the side's going not so well. He probably publicly gets a lot of the blame, whereas it is a team game. It takes 17 guys gelling together, but on the back of some really good defence, he came up with a really important play the other night, which got us back into the game. Oh yeah, and rightly so. He's the general of the ship. He's our skipper, and on the field he's our playmaker. So when someone has to put up their hand, it's generally that guy, and he doesn't shirk that at all. Oh, you definitely feel a lot better early in the week, but it's we're not. You just can't fall into that trap of being relieved about a win, because it just takes your focus away from where you need to be next week. I think we may have fallen into that trap after we about poor start and got away with the Raiders, and it was a bit of a sort of sigh of relief. But we can't afford that. We've got two very winnable games the next 2 weeks, which if we do, we'll be in much better shape. Oh, we won't really mention that. It's not. Obviously, they're not going to be as dangerous with him there. But whoever goes in there is going to want to keep their spot, and that's hungry players. They generally win games for you. So whoever goes in there is going to be hungry. No, nothing as yet. Those types of deals are pretty slow. There's lots of things that have got to happen. It's in the hands of Mike and his management. It'll be a slow process, I'd say. I wouldn't say desperate. It's a good mix and a great match for us. Tremendous player. He's got youth on his side, and he's from the Gold Coast. And I think we've shown with our recruiting, we try and get guys from the area back as much as we possibly can. And he's probably the most high-profile guy that's left the coast and is on the market, and we'd love to get him back here. Yeah, I think you'll find it's a very low percentage of guys that actually do it, especially in his position, and these days, especially it plays the amount of game time that he plays. I think we're very blessed to have a front rower in the modern game who can play 80 minutes at the drop of a hat and just turn up week in, week out and do the same job for us. Yeah, there's not many now. I think a lot of the kids come through the juniors under an unlimited interchange, and it's hard to get them out of that habit as they progress to senior ranks. you know, he sees it as a badge of honour to play big minutes. He doesn't like it taken off the field, doesn't like missing his training, and I suppose he is, you know, he's a bit of a throwback from another era.
Earlier today, Maui Gyms, the leaders in lens technology, paid the Jetstar Titans a visit, decking out members of the team in their latest range of sunglasses. After a hard-fought victory over the Tigers and a team growing in confidence week by week, things are certainly looking a lot brighter on all accounts. Renee Gartner reporting for Titans TV.